basically, the whole universe vibrates at different frequencies. Every cell, every organ, every tissue has its own factory default settings. So frequency medicine is basically focusing on restoring the vibrational frequency of the body back to its factory default settings. There's caves all around the world, and what scientists found when they analyzed the caves, they had a common denominator of 10 hertz. So the shaman literally would send their constituents to chill out in the cave because 10 hertz stimulates the meditative state. That was one of the earliest finds. And in the Bible, it's listed under Hebrews 6:1-3, where Jesus laid the hands on people and were healing them. It's only in the New Testament where you actually see that. And then you get back into the 30s with Royal Raymond Rife, with the Rife generator. And then you can get into the 40s with Thomas Galen Hieronymus, who was the pioneer of radionics with healing with frequencies. And then in the 60s, you had Anton Priori, a researcher, Italian researcher in France, who was curing almost 100% of all kinds of cancers with frequency. So throughout history, there's many major breakthroughs that are using energetic medicine. Well, Tesla was probably one of the smartest people in civilization, and he discovered scalar energy. Now, why is scalar energy so powerful as a healing modality? For the simple reason that it literally repairs and heals the DNA in the body. And secondly, it neutralizes the toxic frequencies of heavy metals, chemicals, especially like glyphosate, viruses, bacteria, fungi. And thirdly, it literally stimulates stem cells for repairing the damage. So that's why Tesla's contribution to energy medicine is like incredible. One interesting controlled study that was put on in 1934 under the auspices of the University of Southern California. And they had pathologists and medical doctors, and they were given 16 terminally ill cancer patients. I think it was 160 days, 14 out of the 16 were cured, and an additional 6 weeks, the other 2 individuals were cured. And unfortunately, Rife never received any acknowledgement for this wonderful results. In fact, after that, 11 research centers around the United States that were validating his technology mysteriously burned down. I mean, what are the odds of that? Rife invented a microscope in the latter part of the 1920s, and he was able to determine the actual mortal oscillatory frequency of specific pathogens using his microscope. He then partnered up with Lee DeForest, who was the inventor of the vacuum tube, and together they produced what they call the Rife generator that literally could broadcast specific frequencies and explode viruses, bacteria, fungi, and so forth. And that's how they were able to use that 4-letter dirty word in medicine, cure cancer. Well, there's some other interesting components that we could add into the equation. There's many different modalities that utilize frequencies for healing. So, for example, infrared can stimulate regrowth of neurons for the brain repair and other parts of the body. Prayer is frequency healing. Meditation is healing frequency. In fact, Dr. Joe Dispenza documented that meditating 5 out of 7 days a week for 60 days upregulates your DNA and also lengthens your telomeres, which is your longevity of the DNA of the body. You have Rife frequencies for healing. You also have food. Food has frequencies. That's how it works. If you eat dead processed microwave food, it has no frequency to it. So it's actually retarding the body's healing process. Your food-based supplements, homeopaths, minerals, they all have essential oils, have frequencies that literally help heal the body.